Greetings YouTube and welcome to episode 65 of the 4,000 question challenge. As you can see, Mandarin is currently with us. Is there someone you confide in, or do you keep troubles to yourself? Well, I talk to my wife and my therapist. Whose life, I also talk to you folks quite a bit. Whose life have you made better other than a family member? I don't know if I could say I've ever made a family member's life better, but I'd like to think my wife. What people of great potential have you known, and what happened to them? Great potential. I knew an artist in high school named Greg Bear. Was it Greg Bear? His last name was Bear. And he was one of the best artists I've ever seen at that time in my life. I don't know what happened to him. My friend Greg has become a writer. My friend Matt has become a writer of role-playing game. I talked about him in his Kickstarter. He getting his It Came From Beneath the Sea, seeing the light of day, seeing print. My sister is a midwife and has delivered, I don't know, helped catch 1,400 babies, maybe more by now, I'm not positive. So I have known a couple people in my life. My friend Scott Wegner is the artist of the Atomic Robo comics, so guess so. How sociable are you? Not particularly. Would you rather die without warning or die slowly surrounded by family and friends? I'd like to be able to have time to get things wrapped up, but I gotta tell you, if I were dying slowly, I'd speed that up. What friends do you feel most and least comfortable with, and why? Someone I feel least comfortable around, they're not a friend. So anyone I call friend, I feel comfortable around. Describe your best friend during your teen years. Well, my wife's my best friend, and we didn't know each other when we were that young. I'm 7 years older than her, so we didn't have a lot in common back at that time. So my friend Al, my friend Greg, those are the only two people I really have in my life anymore that were friends when we were teens. My friend Tom, he drifted off. My friend Hal dumped all of us in the state of New Hampshire after he left his wife for his girlfriend. So yeah, they're it. I've talked about my friends Al and Greg before, I believe. Whose party above all others will you never forget? Whose party? As in like a social party? Like an event we had? Well, there was a few parties back in the days when I partied that were memorable just because of the stupidity that was involved. So yeah, there are a number of them. I don't have one in particular if that pops into my head. For years I have missed and wondered about. Well, that's the whole thing. We have social media. If you want to know about an old friend, it's not hard to hunt them down. It's not hard to keep tabs on them, even if you don't want to contact them again. So I'm not sure that's an applicable statement, really. Is there anyone who just do that? Is there anybody who just do not get along with? Yes, I think that's a truism for all humans. The one that pops into my head, however, was my former lead operator, Linda. She's no longer with the company, which is why I can now say her name with some confidence. She was one of the most disagreeable human beings I've ever encountered in my entire life. And that's saying something, if you know my personal history. So, yeah, that would be the one that I could not get along with the most. That was the worst right there. And I had to see her every goddamn day. She made my life miserable for a decade. Then she got her ass fired because she really wasn't smart. So thank you for being here for episode 65 of the 4,000 question challenge. I hope you'll be here for episode 66.